I'm gonna explain to you right now which product I used, why I used it, and how it worked. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to naturally induce labor. Now, first off, I have to say, I'm just going to put it out there. Your baby's only going to come when it's ready. I know it's hard to say, and you're probably, if you're watching this video, you're probably maybe overdue, or maybe you're just getting uncomfortable and you're wanting the baby to come out now. I have to say that there's no way to naturally induce labor. Now, there's a couple things that you can do, and there's old midwives' tales who have told me, I've watched videos about and experienced some things that I'm going to tell you in a minute on ways to naturally induce labor. Now, for your baby to come, for you to start labor, you have to be, dilated, right? So your body has to dilate and your cervix has to efface or thin out. Now, for me, I went 40 weeks and 2 days. And I started my how to naturally induce labor at about 36, 37 weeks. And not because I wanted to have the baby at 36 and 37 weeks, but because I knew doing one thing wasn't gonna happen. It wouldn't happen overnight. It would need to be kind of like a consistent pattern to help it over time. So there's a couple of products that I used, and I'm gonna explain to you right now which product I used, why I used it, and how it worked. Are you ready? Let's get into the video. Alright, so the first product that I have that I don't have anymore because I actually finished is Prime Rose Oil. Now, and they're little tablets, and I'll actually post a picture right here. So I use these tablets to help induce labor. Now, I watched a lot of YouTube videos and did a lot of research on this product to see if it actually worked. Did it work? No, because I went 40 weeks and 2 days overdue. But I have to say it did help and did work in the effacement thinning of my cervix. So when I went into active labor, I was at 4 centimeters. I actually was 3 centimeters a week before. So I really truly believe that it did help, and not only did it help with the thinning and effacement of my cervix, I strongly believe it helped me not tear. Now, I had a 7-pound, 1-ounce baby, but it was my second child, but my first time having a natural labor, so like a VBAC. I had a VBAC, so I had a C-section the first time. The second time was a natural vaginal labor and delivery. So using these tablets really helped me. I didn't tear at all. My recovery has been awesome, and I was really scared about that because I thought that, everybody makes I've heard a lot of stories of women saying, like, the first time you go to the bathroom, you feel like all your insides are gonna fall out, and I didn't feel like that. Like, I was scared to pee, I was scared to go number 2, and everything was fine. And I really, truly, 100% believe that the Primrose Oil tablets helped with my cervix being soft and not tearing. So if you're taking those tablets right now, I think that you will be fine in that area and department. But I don't believe that it helped me go into labor. I've seen a lot of articles, like on Baby Center, on YouTube, of people saying that they took the tablet and the next day they went into labor. It's probably not because they took the tablet. It's probably because maybe they were ready to go into labor, but just taking that tablet kind of jump-started it, and maybe thin their cervix out a little bit, which helped them dilate, and then they went into labor. But I truly don't believe that it helped them go into labor, because I was taking it every day from 36 weeks. So for 3 weeks, I was taking it every day, 3 pills a day, 300 milligrams. I was eating them and inserting them up. So I don't think that will help you go into labor instantly, but I believe it can help you progress and help with tearing. Alright, product number 2 that I used was the raspberry leaf tea. Again, I don't have the product because I'm not pregnant anymore, but I'll insert a picture right here. Now, I use this, and I have to say, I don't believe that it helped me go into labor, because I'll tell you what I did to try to help, but I do believe that it helped tone the uterus, because that's what it promotes, is that raspberry leaf tea helps tone the uterus, helps your contractions and your uterus work stronger and harder, which makes your baby come faster. And supposedly it said that it's supposed to help you have a pain-free labor. I didn't have a pain-free labor, but I feel like I had a pretty good labor. What am I talking about? My labor was 14 hours. It wasn't that good. But I was able to have a natural labor and delivery. So it was 14 hours. Maybe it would have been 20. Who knows? But I have to say, sorry, that's my son. But But I do have to say that drinking this tea, because I started at 36 weeks and I was drinking like 1 cup a day, and then 37 weeks 2 cups. Each week I drank a cup more. So drinking these teas made me have a lot of Braxton Hicks. So maybe if you are drinking it and you think you're going into labor, I don't know. For me, it didn't help me go into labor naturally, but it did give me a lot of Braxton Hicks, and I believe that was because it was toning my uterus and making it strong, but it did not help me go into labor, because I actually read an article on Mama Natural, I think it is, that she was like desperate to have her baby, so she made a tea with like 14 tea bags, and then the next day she went into labor. I tried that and it didn't work. So I tried, and I actually used 10 tea bags in 1 cup, and all it did was make me have pretty intense Braxton Hicks. And I think actually taking the tea made me have, how do you say it, prodromal labor, like what is it called, basically false labor for 2 days, because I was desperate to get her out, and I did it. And then the next 2 days I had a lot of false labor, which was basically just really intense contraction, to the point where I thought I was in labor but wasn't. So raspberry leaf tea, do I think it helps you go into labor? No. But do I believe that it helps tone your uterus and helps your contractions? Yes. So if you're taking the tea, who knows, because some people again have said that they drank in the tea and they got into labor the next day, that day. I don't believe it will. Right, the third product that I tried was dates and pineapple. Well, there's third and fourth, which was dates and pineapple. They said eating these fruits helps dilate your cervix, and helps, obviously dilate your cervix means you go into labor, baby comes. Did it help? No, because I had 2 pineapples every week, once a week. So I would eat 2 pineapples to myself throughout the week, and maybe it helped dilate my cervix, but it did not make me go into labor. The dates, the same thing. I ate like 4 or 5 a day, and it didn't help me go into labor. So those are the 4 products that I used to try to induce my labor. Some of them didn't necessarily work, but some of them did. I did not go into labor the next day within days because of those products, because I used them for about a month. But the last one, which maybe you're watching this video because you might want to know, is the castor oil. I did not do that because I was too scared. I was too scared to actually try the castor oil, just because there was so many positive and there was like the same amount of negatives, which was saying that like people that did try the castor oil, they had a lot of diarrhea and they had a lot of stomach cramping, and I didn't want to be stomach cramping, having diarrhea, trying to do a natural labor and delivery and have contractions on top of that. Like I was just, no, like I prefer to just wait. Like I was only 40 weeks and 2 days, like I wasn't like 41 or 42, so I didn't think it was that necessary for me to try to induce my labor that way. That was just my own decision. But I also heard other reviews where people like tried it at 37, 38 and their body was not ready at all, and because basically taking the castor oil kind of irritates your uterus, which makes you have contractions, but if you're not dilated and your body's not ready to go into labor, you can have complications. And I heard a lot of people saying that that happened to them. They started going into labor, their uterus was contraction, they were having like consistent contractions, but they weren't dilating, so they were in labor too long, which in the end resulted in a C-section. Not something I wanted either. Little babies waking up. But for me, I did not try the castor oil, so if you were wondering if I did, I did not, and I do not recommend trying castor oil to try to induce your labor. So those are all the products, all the things that I used to try to induce my labor. I hope that you got something out of this video and it helped you. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know if it did. Let me know of other things that you tried. Maybe I can help a friend out. Let me know of anything that if I mentioned here that worked for you. Comment it down below. And I hope that you just got something on this video. Again, your baby's gonna come whenever he or she wants. There's no way to really push them out, make them come, because in the end, there's only one person that knows when your baby's birthday is, and that's the man upstairs. So I would just recommend just waiting it out. She'll come, he'll come when it's time. But that's my experience using those products. I hope that you got something out of this, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a video like this again. And don't forget to like, so I know that you're liking the content that I'm putting out on the channel. I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!